So hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how you can get started with Trusty AI within a few minutes. And for this, I have created one Git repo, and in this Git repo you have I have created one README file. So you can go through this README file and you can find a very efficient and simple way for get started with Trusty AI. So in this README, I have write all the process step by step. So how you can go through it and you can start with this README, and you have simple steps for installing the started with Trusty AI. So without wasting time, let's get started. So for that, first of thing that I will share that I have some the blog post for also getting started with Trusty AI in only in 15 minutes. So from this reference also I used that, and so let's get started with my README. So the in the description I have shown that how you can get started with Trusty AI, and for the installation process there are some prerequisites that you will need some Git, Docker Compose, Java, and Maven, and some of the various versions that you might be required. The previous version might be work, but those are not tested. So make sure you have the appropriate version to work with, or the started with Trusty AI. So steps to complete the setup. First of all, you have to clone the Git repository. So for cloning the Git repository, I have shared one Git repository, the Cogito examples, that the main the Cogito example repository. I have shared the clone link, and you can start with your CMD, and you can clone. I'm showing you. You can clone how you can clone that. You can start your CMD, and you can just simply write this command that get clone, and link paste the URL of that Cogito examples, and you have successfully cloned that Git repository. Now you have to do that. The second step is you have to check out the stable branch. So for that, you should do check out stable branch, and after that, before that, you have to do one cd cogito example, because you have to go inside the cogito examples directory. So after that, you have to check your branch. You should be in the stable branch, and going forward to next step, that now you have to compile and package in your local dev mode. So build a new cogito decision service with the tracking add-on or the monitoring add-on, or you can compile and package already prepared service at where it is service. So the service is here, DMN tracing conquest. So make sure, if you are using any ID, so make sure what is your Maven version. So I'll show you in my STS that I am using the STS as an ID. And so the next step is you have to compile and package your Maven application. So for this, you have to go to the run as, and in this you have to click on the Maven build dot, and in goals you have to write this command, this one, the that command. But make sure, if you are using any id, then you should not use this ambient. You should write this only the clean package, and that thing we have to skip this. So that's why we are writing this thing. And because we are not using writing Maven, because we already started with the Maven only. So I have show you that just in this, that when we are clicking on the run as, and we are already building the Maven build. So that's why we need not to write mbn here, and we have to directly write that clean package, and the forwarded command. And before building, make sure you have the appropriate Maven version. I am show you how you can check in your STS. That for that, you have to go to the Windows preferences, and then in this you have the Maven. And Maven, you should go inside the installation, and in this you have to check which version you are using. If you are using embedded version, and that is below the given version or the required version for this Trust AI, that the given version is 3.6.3, and my embedded version is 3.8.4. But although that is not working while the building the jar, so I have checked another. I also getting error for that. So I don't know why it is getting error. And in the blog post also it is shown that 3.6.3 is workable, but it is not workable. So I have 3.8.4 embedded, and I have built two times my builder, and I not understand that why it is getting the complications. So I'll check what is the Maven version the STS is using. So it is using that embedded, and I have downloaded the latest version, that Maven, Apache Maven 3.9.3, and I have added in this, and I have to set the path variable also for that also. So make sure you have set the path variable for the Apache Maven, and here you have to update this. And after this you have to simply build your jar. When your jar, so first time if you are building, so there are many data downloads from downloading your compilation process. And then when you successfully building the jar or package the jar, the next step is for you is build the Docker image. Okay, so before building the Docker image on successful jar building, you have to change your directory to daemon tracing Pankas, because we have to change the directory, because we can build the Docker image at where we have the Docker file, because from the Docker file it will take some sources. So that's why we have to change the directory. So if you are using CMD, you should change your directory. And if you are not using CMD, if you are using any get bash or any other thing, so make sure you have go through the proper directory. So in this I show you that I have changed my directory to Cogito examples to Cogito Quarkus example daemon tracing Quarkus. And in this I have given the command that docker build and the minus t, or you can say the dash t. So t is for the take, and I have given the name of my Docker image. So that is the basket 23 is my namespace, and the daemon tracing Kankas I give the Docker image name and the version for that Docker image, and hit the enter, and you can see that the Docker image will be generated. And in the end of the line you can say that naming to Docker. So this is the name of my Docker image. And also you can cross check to the Docker desktop or any Docker you are using. So you can go inside and you can cross check with that also. So after building the Docker image, what you have to do is the Docker image will be generated. So now the next step is run the Cogito service together with Trusty AI infrastructure. So in process to do with the run with the Trusty AI infrastructure, in order to do that, you have to change your directory to this directory. So what is the current directory? We have the current directory as the daemon tracing Quarkus. So from that we have to change our directory to Trusty demonstration and Docker Compose. I'll show you in this um, STS also. So in this daemon tracing August, you can see the trusted demonstration. And in this, you have to go to the Docker Compose, and there is a file called Docker Compose.yml. So you have to edit this line. So at the line number 48, you can see the line number 48. Here I have edited the Docker Compose, and here I edited the image name, and I have given the image which I built. Just I have just built that image. So I have put that line and put that image name, and I have said that Docker compose.yml file. And the next step is run the Docker compose command. So in the same directory, you have to run the Docker compose command, so that Docker composer, you can see that here I am using the Docker composer. So here I am getting also some error because of the any the you can see the above that no such host. So maybe the internet issue or anything possible. That's why that is the giving that error. So when the internet is stable and everything is in the perfect line, so you can see that after giving this command, some data will be downloaded, and after downloading, it will be extracting or pulling. So while it is complete the process, you can see I have also show you that the all the image will be all the compose file will be all the data will be pulled, and in the end you can see that there's some container will be created. In this you can see that the container DMN tracing compass zookeeper one is created. So it is the container containers are created for that. And now you can now the service are available at the following endpoints. So you have complete with your configuration, and you have complete all the things. So the service will be enabled for you when this Docker Compose will be completed. So now you can go to this Swagger UI. You can start with the Swagger UI, and in this Swagger UI you can see two things, that you have some requests, some APIs that get in post API. So you have to execute post request to the loan eligibility with the following payloads. I have given the payloads also. And if you are using, if when you're using the Swagger UI, and you can hit on the execute command, you can you should see the execution in the audit UI and the monitoring data in Grafana. So here's the I have given the endpoints for the audit UI also and the Grafana also. So this is all about the steps to start with Trusty AI. And I am getting some error in between the process, that first thing is building or packaging this jar. So at the time I have error in the Maven, my embedded Maven, because I am it is not using the detected Maven is not in the line or in not in the range of that Trusty according to Trusty AI. So I have checked, I show you before that I have where to change your Maven version. And the another thing is I'm getting error, or not the getting error, the facing difficulty in my that the Docker Compose thing, that when I'm when this process is completed. So because of the reason that my system is a little slow, and it is I'm using the i3 processor, so it is little slow. So it is taking too much time to complete the Docker Compose. So here I will show you that it is compiling this task, the purge task started completed, and this compilation will be completed started in my process, and it will taking too much time. I can show you in my Docker desktop, that you can see here that the last started is 8 hours ago. So it is running, you can see the starter is running 5 after 5. So it is running from 8 hours, and has not completed the process. So from because of this reason I am not able to I am not able to put that post request, not execute the post request. So that is the thing. So make sure you have the good processor system, and everything is inappropriate. So you can simply start it with in a less minute. And also I have created a good README file. So from this README file, you can easily start, and you have all the thing I have mentioned each and every step in this README. So it is very simple language, in the very simple language, and it is very efficient to start with Trusty AI. So that's all from my side. Thank you.